Welcome to the 2300 Pick Six podcast. I'm your host, Dave Walker, about to do week 4. Wait a minute. Yeah, it is week 4. Week 4 picks with Joe Law. How you doing, Joe?
Hey, Walker, not much. Just got to watch the Phillies, watch some college football, get ready for that big Penn State Oregon game coming on soon.
That's good. Can't wait to see that later on tonight. We were talking. I just got back. Done with my mother, health-wise, doing a little bad. Had a bit of a scare yesterday. Doing a lot better. Thanks for everybody that was concerned that called me. So I'm doing a lot better now. So due to the heat, I'm going to say there, public service now for everybody, drink plenty of water and stay hydrated.
Yes, I'm glad you're doing better. I just found out what happened to you yesterday before we started.
Yeah.
So glad you're feeling better.
Yes, I'm doing a lot better. So for all my listeners out there, stay hydrated because at least once October comes, the temperature will drop and we'll be a lot better. So before we begin, we could talk about certain teams. We could talk about the first one was your Eagles were in a dicey one.
Yeah, that first half that didn't look like Eagles football. I don't know what you call it. That was some high school shit. I went on Facebook.
Yeah, you did because I read your post. You said this is some high school shit, and then you were saying Isaiah Rodgers with the Vikings scored 2 defensive touchdowns, and now we should have kept him.
Yeah, we should. I don't know why they got rid of him. I mean, Howie does good moves and all, but sometimes there's a couple moves that you scratch your head. It's like, why?
Yeah.
And Rodgers is still good, and on top of that, he's young, and on top of that, he had a year off from football. So even though his age might say he's like 27. He probably feels like he's still 24 because you got to remember he was suspended that full year for gambling.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I forgot all about that.
And he didn't even sign for that much. He signed 2 years, like $6 million a year for 12. You're telling me how he's going to fit that in there?
Yeah,
now you made one of your NFC rivals much better in getting him.
Yeah.
And he had more touchdowns than the whole Eagles offense the first half.
Yeah, he did. He did. Yeah, too. I think one for a pick six and one for a scoop and score.
That is correct. That's what he did. And I was like, man, if we let this guy walk, and now we're having issues at our second quarterback position when you could have kept him.
Yeah.
But you went out and signed Akili Jackson that, come on, let's be real. If you get cut by the Giants and Titans, bottom feeder teams,
oh God,
you know you're not going to do good.
No. You know you're not going to do good. You know you're not, because Dory Jackson is not the best in my opinion. But I was like, oh my Lord.
So now you're struggling. Now that Bennett you trade for, he barely did anything. And now he's injured, and he's on the IR for the next four weeks with a knee injury. And Dory's dealing with a groin injury, so watch. He'll probably, when he plays the bar, probably won't be on the field that much. It's like, why did you let Rodgers, that's young, talented, good corner, younger than Jackson, go for a couple million? That's $12 million in the NFL today. It's chump change, especially to the Eagles.
Yeah, I don't understand that either, why they did. But I know is the Eagles did pull it off because I was with my mother watching that game, and she thought y'all were going to lose. And I said, not all the time. These game-winning kicks are not a gimme after last year. And I then the second one was literally the gunshot. That was the game ender. That prevented the overtime. That prevented the game winner.
Yeah, the Eagles Davis blocking it, right?
Yeah.
What you're saying. Yeah, because the Eagles, I don't know if other teams do this, but the Eagles say they practice blocking field goals during practice.
No, that's a good thing. You should be blocking field goals because you don't know what this kicker is. You got to prepare. You can't just sleep on this guy. And I know I know how the Cowboys are. Okay, with Brandon Aubrey, there's going to come a point where, hey, you got to prepare for Brandon Aubrey.
Exactly. Well, Brandon Aubrey, he's kicked 70-yard field goals in his sleep.
Yeah.
I mean, he's one of the best kickers in the NFL, if not the best.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one thing you guys got. You guys got an amazing kicker for your Cowboys.
Yeah, that's the thing. I said, look, yeah, you got to prepare for the kicker because, okay, we can go another game with Tampa and the Jets. Now, okay, Tampa did win. They got blocked the first time, but then when it got to the point with McLaughlin, it was like, hey, he just got blocked the first time. Let's put some extra guys out there to prevent it don't get blocked again.
Exactly. But here's the thing. The Rams' offensive line ain't that big.
No.
They're like the defense. They're small. But on top of that, the Georgia boys, Davis and Carter, they knew when they blocked the first one how they did it.
Yeah.
And that's what they did the second time because they had the one guy that had to block Carter and Davis alone.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, if you're blocking those two guys, so you're pretty much screwed.
Yeah.
So that's what happened.
Yeah, and I think Jordan Davis knew if I'm doing this a second time, he was thinking in his head, oh, I'm scoring on this one.
Exactly.
He probably was thinking that he knew what he was doing when he kept running down the end zone, even though the game was over. He knew what he was doing.
Oh yeah.
He knew what he wanted to do. I think he knew after he blocked that first one. He was like, if we get a second chance, I'm scoring on this one.
Well, yeah, that's what everyone's saying that the NFL's fixed with these games that everyone because if he blocked that and just fell, the Rams would have covered the spread.
Yeah.
Won. But since he picked it up and ran it in, the Eagles won. So a lot of people that picked the Rams with the spread just lost all that money.
Well, I didn't. I did have the Eagles covering that. So I wasn't mad for what the Eagles were doing. I was more pissed off with was, I'm going to say in a fuck you game was the Browns and the Packers because I had the Packers winning that game. And I don't think anybody in the world had Cleveland beating the Packers.
No, that was an upset.
That was an upset nobody saw coming.
Nah, that came out. I mean, with Cleveland, you got to look at it. Their defense is good.
Yeah.
They have a good defense. It's their offense that's always in question.
Yes.
And, and before, I know we're talking about Cleveland, but back to the Eagles real fast. I mean, if you're Davis, you have the ball and you see the green pastures.
You take it.
You're a big boy. You're going to run, man. You don't get those opportunities.
No, you don't. That's why I said he knew exactly what he was doing. This is one of these rare opportunities. I know I'm not going to get a touchdown, but let me see what I can do.
Exactly.
Yeah, that would have been it. Now, if he would have known he was getting chased down and he knew he was about to get the ball would have popped out. Okay, if the ball pops out, the game is still over regardless.
Exactly.
Regardless, so he knew exactly what he was doing. I'm not. Let me clarify. I'm not hating what the Eagles did. The Eagles had to do what they had to do. That was the thing. They had to win that game. I'm not hating. I'm just saying Jordan Davis just knew what he was doing. He knew exactly. He was thinking that in his head.
Precisely. I mean, he's a big guy,
Yeah.
so of course he's going to run his ass off. But now back to the Browns.
Yeah.
I mean, if you saw that whole game, basically the Packers beat themselves because the Browns didn't do anything.
No, I was flipping through that game. I was more watching the Eagles and Rams, also the Jets and the Bucks. I was watching that a little bit more, but then I saw a little bit from the highlights. I saw, they got blocked and Jordan Love threw an interception.
Yeah, he did. There was a lot of blocked field goals.
There were a ton of blocked field
week.
goals. Yeah,
I mean,
there were a ton.
You didn't see. I don't think there was that many blocks ever in football.
No, I just remember last year there were a lot of blocked game-winning kicks.
Yeah.
And that's when I said to my mom, I said, I just go back from last year. A whole lot of game-winning kicks got blocked. And I wouldn't be shocked that this happens right now. I said, here's the thing right now. Philadelphia is, I'm not saying, they got out of there with a win. They were in a battle. That was a war, which we all knew was going to be a war.
Oh, yeah.
We knew that was going to be a war. This wasn't like the Rams were some suck team. No, these were two good teams that you know you're going to see in the playoffs. And there's a possibility that these two could meet again.
You notice this year's Eagles schedule, it's all teams. Basically, it's the Eagles' revenge
Yeah.
tour.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Everybody I mean, Kansas City's on there, Tampa Bay's on there, Minnesota's on there.
Yep.
All the teams that we kick, Green Bay's on there.
Yep.
All of it's like the NFL just threw all these like, yeah, we got to stop. Let's give the top-notch teams.
Mm-hmm.
Buffalo's on there.
Yeah.
Commanders are on there.
Yeah.
But even though we faced the Commanders twice,
Oh, yeah. That's your division.
Everyone in the NFL can think so we're throwing on there that the Eagles either pissed off or kicked ass, I guess. They have them on their schedule this year to try to beat them.
Yeah, I've seen that. But that one I just knew I stated when even I did my schedule prediction, I knew the Eagles were going to beat the Rams because of the location. Now, if that game would have been in LA, I don't know. That's the jury's still out on that one. I can't tell what it would have been on that one, but I just know it was Philadelphia, good at home. It wasn't raining. It wasn't snowing. You had good football weather. And that's why I said they're going to win this one. I know tomorrow they got a tough one where they have to go down into possibly the 100 degree below of Florida.
Yeah. I know everyone's saying that Tampa Bay owns Philly and they're like 4-1 right now.
Yeah.
But if you look at it, Philly, when they faced Tampa Bay, won. They didn't have A.J. Brown anymore.
Yeah. Remember last year, they were not at full strength. There was no A.J., no Devontae. I don't even think Dallas Goedert was there.
Exactly. So basically, you're going in with like fourth and fifth string receivers, so you really didn't stand a chance.
No, and the Eagles did not that year. And I remember I said I didn't think Philadelphia was going to win. I might change my pick because I did have Tampa winning until I found out about the Mike Evans situation. Because I said I think Tampa might pull off the upset, but now without Mike Evans, and you have to rely on Emeka and probably a Sterling Shepard, an aging Sterling Shepard in this one. I'm thinking of changing my pick to the Eagles on this one.
Well, yeah, I mean there is the heat, but go back here with the pickle juice.
Yeah.
You remember when they went to your team, Dallas, a few years back? It was so high. I think it was like 100.
Oh, yeah, I remember. That was in 2000. That's when the infamous onside kick.
Well, that and the pickle juice that they kept drinking so they stayed high.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that was in 2000 when it was hot as hell in Dallas. And that was on my birthday.
Well, yes, that game in Tampa, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
You got Chris Godwin coming back. Yeah, this is his first game back.
Okay.
He'll be on the team now.
Okay. I got to see who I want to pick for that one because I did pick Tampa. I don't know. I'll wait till we cross that bridge on that one. I might keep it to that one, but we'll wait and see.
Well, we come up to that game and talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk
more about it. But when you said you didn't know if they were playing in L.A., I would have told you the Eagles would have won.
I think, like I said, I think Philly still probably would have won. If it would have, like, early on, I would have still said Philly. If it was, like, later on, that's when I would have said jury is still out on that game. For me, I would have said the jury is still out. I would have said, you know what, I got to see more before I can come to a complete decision on that game. That's down the road, but now it's over and done with. But I still think, hey, there's a possibility. I know we're going to see both of these teams in the playoffs. There's a possibility of a divisional. We probably might get Rams Eagles too.
That is correct. I mean, everyone's picking the Rams to be this great team this year, but they're in the tough division. I mean, look at the Seahawks.
Yeah, you got to deal with the Seahawks, and you also got to deal with the 49ers who get Brock Purdy back. So you got to deal with those two teams. Right now, that's their first loss. And speaking of the Seahawks, that Thursday night game was an okay game. I will say this. If I am Marvin Harrison Jr., request a trade. Because from what I'm seeing, this is just like last year all over again. If I were anybody for Marvin Harrison Jr., even if it is the Chiefs right now who need a receiver, whatever pick you need to give it up to Arizona and see if they could trade him off.
Exactly. I mean, they're not going to trade him because he's still talented, he's young, and he's a first-round pick.
Yeah.
But, I mean, him and Kyler Murray just don't have that chemistry.
No, they don't. And I know Kyler wants to keep making excuses here.
And it pisses me off because I had Marvin Harrison in one of my fantasy teams.
Yeah.
And I benched him for the fact that he hasn't done nothing. And, of course, when I bench him, the guy shows up. You know, that first half, he looked like he was totally lost.
Oh, yeah, he was.
He didn't know what he was doing.
Yeah.
And Kyle Murray's just not a good leading quarterback.
No, I'd never have thought that Kyler. I thought Kyler was an okay quarterback, but I don't know what everybody's going on the hype is. Are y'all going on the hype that year we got out of COVID when he got technically he got eliminated in the first round by the Rams?
I'm surprised the Chiefs haven't tried to get him.
What, Marvin Harrison Jr.?
Oh, yeah. They got right now they got receiving issues.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's when I literally said, I know me and you have literally banged the desk and said, go get Tyreek Hill and Devin Akane. But in this one, when I saw that Seattle game, that's when I said, you know what? If I was Marvin Harrison Jr., if the Chiefs offered whatever to the Cardinals, I'd take that deal.
Depends. I mean, if you're the Cardinals and they called you up and said, we'll give you Pacheco and a second round pick for Harrison, would you do it?
I would do it. I need the receiver help I can get.
Yeah.
Because right now, it's going to be a while until when Worthy comes back at full strength. Rashid Rice is still suspended.
Yeah, he's got another 3 more weeks to go.
Yeah.
2. I think he's just 6 or 7.
6. It was 6.
Yeah, so he's got 3 more weeks.
Yeah, he's got 3 more weeks where he can come back. That's the thing in all this. I want to know is, okay, like I said, if I were the Chiefs, make a move. I'd give whatever pick up either to the Dolphins, throw in whatever pick to get Devin Akane and Tyreek Hill's one. Yours, you just said, was you would trade Pacheco and a pick to get Marvin Harrison.
Well, yeah, Pacheco's still young. I know he hasn't been the same since his injury.
No, he hasn't.
Like he really declined. Like he was doing good, and then he's like the CJ Stroud of running backs.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Like CJ was his rookie year was amazing. Everyone loved him. He was doing good for fantasy guys.
Yeah.
And he was doing good for the Texans.
Mm-hmm.
And then his sophomore year, he dropped off big time.
Yeah, he has dropped off, and he has. And that's when I said, you know what? I said when I was watching that game in live, I said, not live, Rivers. That's when I was saying to me and you, I was thinking in my head, you know what? I know how me and you get on about Marvin Harrison, and I said, you know what? If I were the Chiefs, here's someone who needs to get out right now.
Exactly.
That's one of them right now. I know what the Steelers did with George Pickens because, they couldn't deal with him, his attitude and all that. But Marvin Harrison is not like a problem child or a diva here. It's just that Marvin did get a little mad and say, hey, I'm not being used. And that's when I got proud of him and said, hey, open your mouth. If this is how you feel, open your mouth. Say something. If this is how you feel.
Exactly.
Say something. Now, if you don't really want to be in Arizona, we don't want to declare you a bust because this is how it's going to go. I don't think this man is a bust. It's just because of quarterback play.
Well, the thing is, ready to go solar?
Go ahead, Joe.
The thing is that he could ask for a trade, but the team probably won't trade him because he's still young.
Yeah.
And not only that, it's almost interstate. It's like, well, Arizona, what would they do? They really want to give up on a first-round pick like him?
Yeah, that's the thing. What would they want in return? Because we know the Cardinals are – I can say right now, I don't think the Cardinals are going to the playoffs.
Well, they always start off good.
Yeah.
And then, like, midway the season.
Yeah, that's when they start faltering. Yeah, I know that. But like I said, I know it's early on. I know we're in week 4. Just to me, I don't know. I'll go with I don't know yet. And when we cross the bridge, let's say the end of October, like after Halloween, that's when that's when the second half of the season begins. And that's when I said, this is when I normally say, hey, this is the month of the contenders and the pretenders.
Exactly.
That's when I usually start with, okay, once you know the end of Halloween is over, once the end of October is near, that's when we're in the second half of football season. And that's when we know, okay, hey, this is going to be November and December. This is going to be the month of the pretenders and the contenders.
Exactly.
So go ahead.
I mean, yeah, I follow what you're saying, but They are in a tough division.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. You got to deal with the Niners, you got to deal with the Rams, and you got to deal with the Seahawks too.
Exactly. And and then losing James Conner, that big massive injury, he's snapping his ankle.
Yeah.
And losing him for the year, that's going to hurt them big time.
Yeah, it is going to hurt. And they do have a tough schedule down the road, too, because eventually, you got to play Seattle one more time in Seattle. You got to play the Rams twice, and then you got to play San Francisco one more time in your own home, because I literally thought that Arizona was going to pull off that upset. But unfortunately, they did not, because Mac Jones held down the fort pretty good. Now it's back to Brock Purdy when we get to Niners-Jags. But they are in a tough one here. And we got one more I'm going to bring up about is, well, I think me and you got it wrong with Russell Wilson. I think I said week 5 Russ would be benched. I think you said what, week 5 or week 6?
Same thing, week 5, week 6.
Yeah, well, both of us were wrong on this, and I'll hit this here.
You got sound effects now?
Yeah, both of us were wrong on that, because I thought at least maybe week 6 or 7 or 5. But the Russell Wilson experiment ended. Now the Smurfs have gone to Jackson Dart.
Well, it's early. I mean, I think the reason I think they went to him already is because Russell Wilson, that offensive line is trash.
Oh, yes, it is.
The Smurfs' offensive line has been garbage for a long time, and Russell Wilson ain't as quick as Dart is, I guess they're saying. I guess they want to kill the rookie now. They're throwing him in there.
Well, yeah, you really want to kill him, and then you put him against a red-hot Chargers team. Now, if it was a suck team, I could understand that. But
yeah, because he plays the Chargers this week, and they're going to be all over him.
Yep.
And then on top of that, in 2 weeks, he faces the Eagles.
On Thursday Night Football, that's going to be a bloodbath. And I think that's in Philadelphia, the first meeting.
No, that's in New York.
Oh, so it's in the Evil Empire.
And then they face the Eagles again 2 weeks after that. So that goes Chargers. I forget who they play.
I can pull up the
Eagles.
Giants.
I forget who they play, and then the Eagles again.
Okay, so let me pull up the Giants schedule right now. And speaking of the Smurfs, unfortunately, I didn't watch Raw. I saw a highlight. Unfortunately, Asuka turned Rhea Ripley into a Smurf.
Yeah, that was I don't know what the hell that did. I mean, I know it's the mist,
yeah,
but she covered her whole body. Right?
She covered her whole body with that mist. I was like, oh my God, when did Rhea Ripley become Smurfette?
Yeah, then she turned on Io.
Yeah, I said, look, I love the Smurfs as a cartoon, but I said Rhea Ripley does not need to be Smurfette.
Yeah. Kids our age love the Smurfs, but there's also jokes on there like, hey, you know what the Smurfs were about, who they were written by?
Yeah.
With the people are like the KKK.
That's what it was, but yeah.
I was like, when I heard that, I was like, yeah, no, it's just a cartoon.
It's just a cartoon. The same way it used to be. I know the Dukes of Hazzard wasn't a cartoon. Well, they did have a cartoon, but I just remember the live action Dukes of Hazzard, which everybody thought, oh, that car was racist. No, it wasn't. It had nothing to do with the South. All I thought was that car was just the car. That was it. Now, nothing was wrong with that show. I love the Dukes of Hazzard. The only thing, Boss Hogg was not racist, but he played a character that was like the evil mayor of the town while the Dukes were trying to stop him.
Exactly. And he wasn't even racist then.
No, he wasn't. I'm not saying the actor who played Boss Hogg was racist. No, he wasn't. He never was racist, even in there, even in the show. The character was never a racist.
Nobody was.
No.
I mean, the Dukes of Hazzards, the guys would help out. Doesn't matter if you're white, black, purple, green, Amish, Teal, whatever. They would, if you were in trouble, they would help.
Yeah, they would help you. Like their cousin Daisy helped out when she participated in that beauty pageant, which she helped like the 4-H club get the money.
Exactly. And hell, they even helped out Boss Hogg at times.
Yeah, there are times they had to help him out.
So
Yeah. So for the go ahead.
people just like to bitch and moan today.
Oh yeah,
We do have a
well,
lot of we do have a lot of pussies in the world.
yeah, there
today
are.
that
Yeah,
find
yeah,
a littlest thing to cry about.
yeah, there are. So the Smurf schedule is this: they have the Chargers first, then the Saints in New Orleans. The Thursday night game, I'll probably give them a win there on that one because the Saints, I think the Saints will win a game eventually, but I don't think they're going to go winless.
I don't know. They don't have a quarterback.
No, they don't. They don't have a quarterback. I don't know, but that's why I said I don't want to say that the Saints are going to go winless just yet. I have to see more down the road before. Like I said last year, I thought the Carolina Panthers would be the first ever 0-18 team. And look where that got me. I was dead wrong. That's why I said I don't want to start with New Orleans just yet and say, oh, I think the Saints are going to be 0-18. I can't say that yet because we still got a lot of football left. So they have the Saints at home at New Orleans. Then they got Philadelphia, and then they have to go to South Park before they have to go to Philadelphia again.
Right.
So Jackson Dart's schedule is not that really good. He got thrown to the wolves against the Chargers. You may get a reprieve against the Saints, but then after that, you are going to get destroyed by the Eagles, the Broncos, and the Eagles again.
Yeah, that's some pretty tough defenses they're throwing them up against.
Yeah.
But then again, they probably are going with the Peyton Manning thing. You know, his first rookie year, he was garbage.
Oh yeah, Peyton's rookie year was bad until he got a good coach.
And his offensive line wasn't the best either.
His was not either.
That's what they're thinking. And, you know, and speaking of the Saints, I know we were on them for like a second, but maybe they should consider trying to trade for Russell Wilson. I mean, he could do better than what they have.
I would do that too because right now, here's the thing. I've made my choices where Russ should go. One is Cincinnati because Cincinnati does not have a quarterback right now, and their season is done. If you need a backup, he is one. The other was Kirk Cousins. He should go to Cincinnati. And right now, the Saints right now, okay, yeah, I know it is. If it's to that point you want to get someone to help you win some games, yeah, I would go to either make a move for Russ because Russ was only on a 1-year deal. So you could get him for peanuts.
Pretty much, yeah.
And Kirk Cousins is a little bit tougher because I think Atlanta offered him a 4-year, 5-year deal.
Was a 4-year deal.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins is a little bit tougher to get. You got to really see if you could try to match that.
Well, it seems teams today don't mind about dead cap money.
No.
They're good players. I mean, the Broncos are still paying Russell Wilson.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, they still are.
So, I mean, I'm sure the Giants will take something cheap for him.
Yeah, I think they will. Yeah, that's why I said if Russ was to go somewhere, the Saints is not a bad idea, and neither the Cincinnati Bengals. Either one of those two.
You know, I mean, he would have talent around them.
Yeah.
But again, Cincinnati's offensive line is garbage.
Yeah, it's that bad because I really did not expect Minnesota to kill them like that. I knew Minnesota was going to win, but I did not expect the Vikings to torch them because of the defense.
I believe I took the Bengals last
year.
Yeah,
you took the Bengals. I took the Vikings. I took Minnesota.
Yeah. Because I was coming off the Atlanta game.
Mm-hmm.
It was like boring, and it's like, oh well, here comes you have you have Chase, you have Brown, you have Higgins, and Barry, whatever his name is. He actually did okay, did decent.
Yeah.
But he's been a backup in there. He was like 3 for 5.
He was 3 for 5 that year when Burrow went down against the Ravens. Browning was good, but now you're talking about, okay, this is lit for the whole season.
Yeah. So pretty much. I thought it was indoors too in Minnesota. So I thought he would put up decent numbers, but obviously I was wrong. Carson Wentz looked pretty good.
Oh, yeah, Wentz did look pretty good. He almost looked like back to his MVP form. And I said this with Wolf when I did on Wednesday. I said if Carson Wentz goes at least 3-1 or 4-0, if I was O'Connell, I said, you know what? JJ sits back on the bench, learn a little bit more, and let Carson keep playing until he messes up.
Yeah, Carson will be playing if they sit JJ. And there was reports that the Vikings, when JJ comes back, if Carson keeps winning and putting up high numbers, that they might not be committed to JJ.
No, I wouldn't. Yeah, because you got to understand, JJ McCarthy. This is his first full season. Last year he tore his ACL. He didn't start, and then we had Sam Darnold. This year, okay, yeah, he has a foot injury, but it's only for 2 to 4 weeks. And right now it's early, and it's not like, okay, the Vikings are like dead in the division. Hey, the Vikings still have a fighting chance in trying to disrupt either Detroit, or I'm not gonna say disrupt Detroit, more likely disrupt the Packers. I'll say.
Exactly.
Because right now, how Detroit's been playing right now, how they played Monday Night Football, yeah, I got it wrong. I thought that the Ravens were going to pull it off on Monday night. No, Detroit's defense literally sacked the shit out of Lamar Jackson.
7 times.
7 times, and I couldn't even keep track.
I mean, they went to them pretty good. I mean, the Ravens don't look like Ravens right now. Their teams are running all over them.
Mm-hmm.
And their offense is there, but Henry keeps fumbling the ball.
Yeah, that's the thing. Henry fumbled at the worst time, and Detroit took advantage, and Detroit wasn't scared of going for it. They knew what they were doing. Like I said, Dan Campbell is a damn good coach, and he will go for it when he wants to. Same thing with Nick Sirianni, too. Both of them are both good head coaches, and both don't care. Hell, they'll take their chances. Sometimes it's not warranted. You should take those chances.
Exactly.
I'll give one before we make our picks. That time when against the Rams, I don't know. Did the Eagles tried to go for? I think it was like 4th and 3, and I was like to my mom, I don't agree with this play at all. It's way too early to go for it. I'm saying in my head, I'm hoping the Eagles are not going to snap this ball, that they're trying to draw them off sides. And then I was like, oh, he snapped the ball. Okay, they are actually going to do this.
Eagles always go for it on 4th and 3 or 4th and 2.
Well, yeah, I know if it's 4th and 2 or 4th and 1. I know what I'm expecting when it's 4th and 1. I know I'm expecting tush push.
Exactly.
I know when it's 4th and 1, I go like, oh, I know I'm getting a tush push.
Hey, it works.
That does work. I'm not saying, okay, I know when it's 4th and 2 or 3. It's like, okay, am I going to go to Barkley or am I going to throw it? I'm just thinking that one instant was, luckily that did not come back to haunt the Eagles. Eagles still walked out with the dub, but sometimes it can hurt you a little bit at times. Sometimes with the aggressiveness. I'm not saying, hey, I want to be everybody be safe. No, I'll be like Shaquille O'Neal with basketball. I know those are 2 different sports with basketball and football, but I'll be like Shaq when he says, be aggressive. Yeah, I'll agree with Shaq on that point. Be aggressive.
Well, this is the first time someone actually got injured from the tush push. And Mikey Johnson, he got a stinger in the game. That's where he said that he got injured was a stinger for doing the tush push.
Oh, man.
And it's, I think he's playing tomorrow.
Yeah, I think he is playing. His stinger's not that bad. It's not like he broke his neck. Yeah.
But people are saying that, well, not people. Like, people are like, oh, well, now the NFL can have something. Like, oh, well, he got injured, but this is the first time. Because you got to think, it's the Eagles, too. They're at the bottom of the
there's another thing. You got so many big bodies in there. So I'm not saying somebody's going to get injured, but you have a lot of big bodies. Because I know the announcers kept playing up, oh, lane's out. And this is why the Eagles ain't doing too good right now.
Exactly. And you see how Tampa Bay brought signed that one guy that weighs 475 pounds, that defensive lineman that they cut.
Yeah.
To just be on the tush push alone.
Mm-hmm.
Try to stop it.
Yeah, I saw that, but I was like, oh, I know you can get the excuse, but hey, Philly did get the job done when it mattered the most, which they still have first place in their division, which I had them anyway, winning that division, regardless of the record. Hey, this is what I said. I said, hey, look, I wouldn't be shocked again that the Eagles and the Rams meet in the divisional, because I did have my prediction for the NFC Championship is Eagles-Lions pending location.
Right.
That's just it. It's just pending who's going to get that 1 seed, because I know it's early, but I can tell you, I think Detroit and Philly are going to be the one fighting for that 1 seed.
Yeah, they will. I mean, Detroit looks pretty damn good the past few weeks.
Yeah.
Now they got a tough matchup this week.
Yeah, because they play Cleveland, because Cleveland does have a defense. Even it's at home.
I think they'll be. I want to say it's at home, so I say Cleveland,
Well, yeah, I mean, it's in Detroit. That's what I mean. It's in Detroit, and Detroit does put up a lot of numbers at home.
Yeah, but Cleveland's team's been tough. I mean,
Yeah.
they shut down the Ravens, and the Ravens didn't do crap against them.
No, they didn't. No. And I know, Baltimore did win, but Cleveland did try to make it a battle. And like I said, Cleveland made it a battle against the Packers, which, like we said, sometimes any given Sunday kicks in, and any given Sunday kicked in on that night.
It sure did.
Yeah, and that was the shocker of the week that nobody expected. So before we
it's funny how the guy said, "Oh, we go undefeated this year. We can kick ass. So we're a team that can go undefeated no matter what." And then they lose that week when he said that. Like, hey, we're a team that we can go undefeated here.
Then look, and you look like an idiot saying that too.
Pretty much. And Michael Parsons, I don't even think he did it.
No, he didn't. That's when I said to people, okay, yeah, here's the thing. If it's against a suck team, he does it very, very well against suck teams. Okay, though, well, let's go. Detroit, that does not count because Detroit is not a suck team. And I'm going to still say what I said about the Lions. That was week one, and I think there was just a lot of rust. And now how you look at Detroit right now, these first two games, proves my point. That was just a lot of rust, and they were still getting the kinks out. That proved that point. The second was Washington. All right, the jury is still out on the Commanders, right, on the Redskins right now. Because I don't know which one I'm getting here. That's the thing. Cleveland has a good defense. It was just on this one, I'll call is Green Bay got cocky.
I don't think they got cocky. I just think they thought they just overlooked Cleveland because it was Cleveland, and they thought they could push him over. But you got to remember, Cleveland's got Myles Garrett. That guy's a fucking beast.
Oh, yeah, Myles Garrett is a beast. Yeah, he is. No, that's no question. That's without question. He's a beast.
That's what keeps Cleveland in it all the time is him.
Yeah.
Because, you always got to have that one guy, and he's that one guy for that, and they always keeps him in there. So
yeah, because that was the thing. He literally kept them alive in that game, and how they won that game. Now Cleveland got out. I didn't say Cleveland was going to be winless. I thought Cleveland probably might scrap up maybe like 3 or 2 wins or maybe 4. But hey, there's one you didn't expect.
Exactly, and their defense, their defense is going to keep them in a lot of games.
Yeah, the defense is going to keep them in some games. It's just right now, hey, you do have a tough division. You have to deal with Baltimore and Pittsburgh, basically. Now, if Burrow was still there, then I would say the Bengals.
As it stands right now, Cleveland has the same record as the Ravens.
Yeah.
And with Cincinnati losing Burrow, Cleveland can jump them.
Yeah, Cleveland won't have to worry about maybe not going last in the division. We don't know that yet. We still got a lot of football to go here. But we now know okay, the battle for that division, who's going to get it is either Pittsburgh or Baltimore. Pittsburgh is for how long before Aaron Rodgers starts bitching and moaning? Because eventually is going to happen. He will start complaining.
Well, we'll see how he is in the morning since they have that early football.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But before
9:30.
Yes. So let's start now. Who should we draft for fantasy?
Well, draft or pick up.
I mean, pick in fantasy. I'm sorry.
Drafting now, you're kind of late, but I like Justin Jefferson this week against Minnesota. I like AJ Brown this week against Tampa Bay. I even like Hurts this week against Tampa Bay.
Mm-hmm.
I like Gibbs against Cleveland.
Okay.
Start any of the Rams players or the Colts players. That's going to be a good game.
Oh, that will be, because that's going to be a test right for Indiana Jones.
Exactly. I like Bijan Robinson this week against the Commanders. Mm-hmm. Josh Allen against the Saints. Mm-hmm. They just going to shoot. And Cook and Allen are going to just destroy the Saints.
Oh, yeah. They will. Those are some good pickups. Okay, sorry.
And I just just throw in one more. I like all Chargers players this week against the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
And the Bears, I like all their offensive players against Las Vegas.
Okay, that's some good pickups. Yeah, I like those pickups. All righty, so we got our first morning game of international football in Dublin, Ireland, in Becky Lynch's home. And I will not do an Irish accent. It's not that good. I think the only time I've done one was – no, wait a minute. That character from DuckTales was Scottish. I take that back. I can only do a good Scottish accent. Irish is not that good. I can't even impersonate Seamus all that good.
Well, I can't do any of those, so luckily Irish for you.
Yeah, that is top of the morning to you. Well, that was the best I could get. Like I said, if it was England, I could do. England is not hard. Scottish is not hard. If they ever do a game in Scotland, I could do Drew, and I used to do Piper pretty good. And I could do Glomgold when I used to do that when I used to watch DuckTales back in the day.
Well, Minnesota's got the leprechaun and Carson.
Yeah, they do. He's like the little lucky leprechaun in this right here. So, who are you picking, Minnesota or Pittsburgh in this one?
Minnesota or Pittsburgh. I got Minnesota. I'm going with that defense this week. They looked pretty good last week against Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
Carson Wentz, he'll do his job to do good. Pittsburgh D ain't as tough as it used to be back in the day, and their secondary's messed up.
Oh, yeah.
And I think Justin Jefferson's going to have a good day. I even think Jordan Mason will have a good game.
Yeah, he's been doing good holding down the fork. I think Aaron Jones is out with an injury, I think, right?
Yeah, he's still injured.
He's still injured. Yeah, Jordan Mason's been doing very good. I'm going to take –
over 100 yards last week.
Oh, yeah, he did, yeah. I'm going to go with Minnesota, too. Like we just said, a little lucky leprechaun in Carson Wentz right now. He's been doing good. I could see him going to Jordan Mason. Also, I don't think Jordan Addison, I think, is still on suspension, right?
No, this is the game he returned.
Okay, so Jordan Addison will be back for this one. So I would say him going to Jordan Addison and Justin Jefferson and Hawkinson. And I could see Isaiah Rodgers having a good game again like he did last week.
Yeah, most likely he'll be lined up against DK Metcalf in that game.
Yeah.
And I don't trust Pittsburgh's running attack because they don't have one.
No, they don't.
They don't have a good number 2 receiver.
No.
And their offense just, even though they're putting up numbers, it's not that much. I mean, Rodgers is throwing to anybody right now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Minnesota, on paper, Minnesota should win this game due to the fact that they have the better football team.
Oh, yeah, Minnesota does have the better football team here. Yeah, I agree with that right there. So I'm going to take the Vikings here. They have the Vikings as 2.5 favorites. Are you taking those points?
Yeah, I'm taking Minnesota with the 2.5.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take Minnesota with the 2.5. Over or under 40 points?
I want to say over.
Yeah, I'm going to go under in this because these morning international games last year, they did not go over. And I have a feeling that trend might continue again. So I'm going to take the under in this one. Next one we got is, I wish this would have been Fox's game of the week at 4, Philly and Tampa Bay.
Philly and Tampa Bay.
Mm-hmm.
I got, of course, the Eagles in this game. I think that the Eagles are going to air it out. A.J. Brown's going to have another big game like he did last week.
Mm-hmm.
Hurts is going to have another big game. Same with Smitty, Skinny Batman. Tampa Bay is banged up right now with no Mike Evans. Chris Godwin is coming back for this game, though.
Okay.
But I think he's going to be on a pitch count.
Yeah.
And Baker's banged up pretty bad right now. He has a tricep situation. So even though everyone's saying that Tampa Bay owns the Eagles, which by record, they're 4-1 against us. But you got to look at the Eagle games back then, like we were talking about. They never had A.J. Brown in any of these games.
No, they did not. And the last year, the Eagles were not at full strength that year because there was no AJ, no Devontae, and no Dallas Goedert. And at that time, you were just throwing some no-names.
Exactly. And here's the thing. It's like every time the Eagles face Tampa Bay, they always get them, early on. It's like, why don't you get them late in the season?
Yeah.
Where it's not so hot down there.
Yeah.
But I think the Eagles are going to pull it. I mean, they've been practicing getting ready for the heat. They've been sitting in saunas to get used to the heat.
There you go. Yeah, and I bet they were dealing with the heat this whole week. Yeah, it's been hot this whole week, so they've been dealing with it. To me,
they need to use the pickle juice.
Yeah. To me, I'm still going to stick with my pick of Tampa as an upset because this game is in Tampa, and the Eagles do not do good in there. Now, if this would have been in Philadelphia, I would have took Philadelphia in this instance, but I just know how the Eagles are in Tampa. It has not been Tampa, Florida has not been kind to them, and unfortunately, in this instance, I don't think it's going to be kinder to them again. Now, I know there is no Mike Evans, but I can see Tampa winning this one more likely with White and Bucky Irving. And I can see Emeka having to step up because he's been doing real good. That kid, that rookie receiver, Ebenezer Epika. So I think that's where it's going to come down to. Now, Tampa wins. I have my ways of Tampa winning this game is either late-minute field goal. Bowles decides to go for 2 and does not want to go to an overtime. Or it is decided in an overtime between these two. Those are the only 3 ways that I have Tampa Bay winning this game. Since you are taking the Eagles, they have the Eagles as 3.5 favorites. Are you taking those points?
Yeah, Eagles cover.
Okay. I'm going to take Tampa with the underdog points with the 3.5. Over or under 44?
I'm going to say over 44.
I'm going to take an over in this one too because I think this one will be a shootout between these two. Regardless of who the winner is in this, I would not be shocked if these two meet again in the playoffs.
Well, it won't surprise me either.
Yeah, but I know Tampa's going to win their division, but the only way that would occur is in the divisional. That's more likely. But the difference would be location-wise. Because either way, I'm just saying, I'm not saying that Philly is going to lose, even though, yes, I am picking Tampa. But regardless, I think either Philly would be a 1. That means Tampa would have to go to Philadelphia in the cold.
Oh, obviously, yeah, that would definitely have to happen.
Yeah, that would be the only way that these two teams meet again. But I have a feeling they could. Like, you could finally get, Philly and Tampa in a divisional. Or it's going to be like I think probably will be Eagles-Rams too in a divisional, but we'll wait and see when we cross the road during the playoffs. Next one we got is Saints-Bills. Who you got?
Saints-Bills. This ain't even a game. I got a Buffalo in this one. James Cook's going to run wild on that defense, and Josh Allen's going to do whatever Josh Allen wants to do.
Oh yeah.
Saints. I think they'll put up a little fight. I think Kamara should have a good game, and Chase Olave should have a good game. But other than that, and I say that just because they'll be down a lot, so they'll be doing stuff, throwing more than running. But Buffalo should win this game hands down.
Oh yeah, Buffalo should. I'm picking the Bills too, and like what you just said, Josh Allen's going to win that game with his legs and airing that ball to Cook, Shakir, Kincaid, and Coleman. And that defense is going to get to Spencer Rattler. And I said with Wolf on my previous episode, I would not be shocked if the Bills shut out the Saints. I would not be shocked. I'm not saying that the Bills are going to match what Carolina did to Atlanta, but I think that the Bills would do a lot worse than what Carolina did to Atlanta last week. Do you agree?
Oh, yeah, I agree. I mean, they have a chance to shut them out and everything.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they got no quarterback.
No.
And, they're still learning and rebuilding down there.
Yeah.
They just don't have the weapons like other teams do, unfortunately.
Yeah, they don't have the weapons, unfortunately, because it is a rebuild. And I feel bad for Kellen Moore because He thought he was going to have Derek Carr, but apparently not. But if I were the Saints, hey, try to see if you can get a backup. Hell, maybe even try to convince Derek Carr to come out of retirement.
Yeah, I mean, I know Derek Carr is a little above average quarterback.
Yeah.
He's not the greatest, but he's
at least he kept you in games.
Yeah, he's a little better than what you have now.
Yeah,
but Kellen Moore wanted to ride with the rookie they drafted, and this kid Rattler. So this is what you're getting. But he got pulled last game, so
yeah.
It's going to be Buffalo should beat them. Now, talk about it. The Browns did what they did to the Packers last week. You imagine if the Saints do this to the Bills?
I'd be shocked.
I thought you won't be the only one.
I think the whole world would be shocked. Yeah, because then we got Any Given Sunday again.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take the Bills. As of right now, their point spread is 15.5, barring if this does not change by tomorrow morning.
I think the Bills cover.
Yeah, I can see Buffalo covering this. This is in Buffalo. Josh Allen puts up a lot of points at home. And with this, I would be shocked if they don't cover. I would be shocked. Over or under 48 points?
I'm going to say under.
Okay. I'm going to take over because I think that they are going to put those points up on their own. I'm going to take an over in this one. Next one we got is good.
Buffalo's going to put up 48 alone.
It wouldn't surprise me. Josh Allen could put up those kind of points.
Oh yeah, I know he can. But yes, all right.
Next one we got is the Browns and the Lions. Who you got?
Browns and Lions. I got Detroit. They look good the past 2 weeks. They've been scoring a lot of points. They're at home. I like that Thunder and Lightning in Montgomery and Gibbs. Also like how they've been playing ball. Their defense has been real good.
Oh, yeah. That defense has been lights out since Hutchinson has come back.
Exactly. Having 7 sacks last week against the Ravens. And Cleveland has no offense.
No, they don't.
Got no offense. I mean, he's got a little spark in Jukins or Jukins?
Jukins, yeah. Jukins, yeah. That's his name, Jukins.
Yeah, the rookie they drafted this year. And they just don't have a quarterback. Flacco is up there in age. And they got no receivers.
Yeah, so
hello?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, it was Quinshawn Judkins who you were talking about.
Yes. And so this, I got Lions taking this game.
I got Detroit as well too. They're good at home. Jared Goff did very, very good. Gibbs and Montgomery did. So did Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jameson Williams. And I think this is a breakout game for Sam Laporta because everybody else has broken out, like Gibbs and Montgomery. You know they're going to break out. St. Brown's broken out. Williams has broken out. I think this is Sam Laporta's time to break out because I know it's early. He hasn't had the breakout games yet. I think this is one of them games he has the breakout game. So I'm going to say Sam Laporta has like a breakout game in this. And that defense with Anceloni and Hutchinson and Branch, I could see them getting to Cleveland here. So I'm going to take the Detroit Lions in this one. They have the Lions as 9.5 favorites. Are you taking the points?
Yeah. 9-point favorites. Yeah, I'll take the points.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take the – sorry, go ahead, Joe. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'll take the points with Detroit.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take the Lions with the 9.5 also too. They have this game over under 44 points.
I want to go under.
Okay. I'm going to say an over. It just gets over. I'll just say like 45. Because I said the difference is Cleveland can try to make a fight with that defense. I'm not saying they're going to get shut out, but Cleveland's going to put up some points.
Exactly.
Next one we got is the Titans and the Texans.
Oh, God.
Lifetime game.
Yeah,
here it is, folks. If those who are new to this that never watched or heard us, if it's a very, very bad game, we've made our joke saying this should be a Lifetime game or a Nickelodeon game or a Hallmark game.
someone's got to win, right?
Somebody's got to.
Yeah, they're both 0-3. I'm going to go with the Titans here.
Okay. Yeah, you just like Wolf, because he even said this is the fuck you game to the Texans.
Well, yeah, the Texans really haven't looked that good on offense this year. I mean, teams are, taking on Nico Collins more double teaming on him.
Yeah.
You don't have another good receiver on the opposite side. You got Nick Chubb that's still dealing with
An
injuries
injury, yeah.
and stuff, and he's lost a step or two because of those injuries. And the Titans coming in with, their rookie, and they've been fighting close games.
Yeah, they have been fighting. Yeah. They're not like the Saints. At least they're trying to win games.
Exactly. So I think the Titans are going to win here.
Got the Titans pulling off the upset.
Yeah, would you call it an upset though?
I really wouldn't, but I'm just looking on FanDuel because they do have the Titans as underdogs. That's why.
Okay.
That's the only reason why I say that. Yeah, like I said, this is literally your lifetime Nickelodeon Hallmark game, or even, well, I can't say Prime because I was watching Prime. Well, I watched two good Prime movies last night while I was here, which was, I hadn't seen in a while, was The Good Son and Lisa. That was with, you remember Stacey Keenan from Step by Step?
Yes.
That was her. She was in that movie.
What's it called?
Lisa. It's basically, it was an okay movie. It was back in the 90s. It was, her daughter was, it was a guy she was trying to not get with, but he was a serial killer. He was like the candlelight killer.
Oh, sounds like it.
Yeah. As I said, it almost sounded like a Lifetime movie at first.
It sounds like that.
Yeah, it did. It was an okay. It was okay. I like movies like with murder mystery and all that, like all that kind of stuff. I said, Good Son, I hadn't seen in a long, long time. I was shocked that was on Prime because I hadn't seen that movie in a long time. Even though, yeah, Macaulay Culkin was the evil kid, even though I know why people trash on it because they said, oh, Macaulay Culkin was so cute, he shouldn't have played the evil kid.
Yeah, well, he was that role.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, and I'm not hating on him. Hey, I thought he did good. I thought the movie was good. I know that was just back in the day how people rated it.
Yeah, he just got tired of, everyone thinking he was this good in two shoes. That's why he took the role to show everyone that he can be an asshole.
Yeah, trust me, he's a diehard. We all know he's a diehard wrestling fan with WWE.
Exactly.
Well, that depends right now. If WWE hasn't soured that relationship with him and probably Danielle Fishel and the Boy Meets World cast.
Yeah.
Trust me, Tony Khan would grab them in a heartbeat.
They would. I mean, Macaulay, he did do wrestling.
Yeah.
He did indie wrestling.
Yeah, Macaulay Culkin did, yeah.
So, he's huge in the wrestling. Like you said, he loves the WWE and everything.
Yeah.
And they had him on there. A few times they showed him on there.
Yeah, they did. He was just doing a pose, and that was it. Yeah, I'm just saying, yeah, I know how the product is going right now. That's just the thing.
Right.
That's why I said it wouldn't shock me in a way. He decides to swing over to go, hey, what if there's one time him and his wife Brenda Song, hey, they're in Florida or they're at somewhere, there's an AEW show, and he's like, hey, you know what? Let me see what the hype is about all this.
Maybe. You never know.
Hey, it's not hard to convert somebody these days.
No, it's not.
No, like I said, some of them original WWE fans, they start to flock to AEW. I had one that I lost a little bit of respect for, which was Luigi PS3. I follow her because she did WWE stream. Then when she watched AEW, the moment when CM Punk gets terminated, I stopped watching AEW because Punk's gone. I said, wow, you just proved my point of being a Punk loyalist.
Exactly.
Those are the type of fans I can't stand. That's why I lost respect for her when she did that. Like I said, Chisel Adonis, I have no issue with because to me, he has never stated that, oh, hey, I watch AEW or I've never watched AEW or I just don't want to watch it. I've seen him do WWE streams. Never to me he has stated anything bad about AEW or he's never watched it or he just doesn't have the time to watch it maybe because he works. I don't have an issue with that.
Nah, nobody would do have an issue.
No,
with
I
that.
don't. But just don't say, "Oh, I'm just going to watch because Punk is there." Okay, that was the whole point. And then we figured that out. Then when Punk got terminated, oh, you stopped watching.
Well, that's on them. I mean,
Yeah.
if they didn't like the product, I guess, or the person, that's why they probably.
No, because she was watching before Punk got there, and then after Punk got terminated is when she stopped. And that's when my point got proved, and I got mad at her, and that's when I got mad at her and said, okay, that's when I lost a lot of respect for her doing that. Yeah, you just proved my point of being a Punk loyalist, basically. So you'll just go where CM Punk goes. I understand with WWE, maybe you have something with WWE because you do attend their 2K event, and literally you there interview the wrestlers, part of your job and all that. Okay, if there's an NDA that says you can't watch AEW, then I can respect that if you're under an NDA.
True.
I'll respect that if you say that to me and say, hey, I'm under an NDA. I cannot watch AEW because of that. Then I can respect that.
Well, they're not going to come out and say
No,
that.
I know that, but I would respect that if you said that and said, hey, I'm under an NDA. I cannot because of the NDA.
Exactly.
I would respect that, but that's just my subject on her. So I'm actually going to take the Texans in this one here. As much as banged up as they are, they need this win badly right now in order to stay in pace with the Jags and the Colts. I see Houston wins this one barely, and they barely make it out of here. So I'm going to take the Texans in this one. Since you are taking the Titans with the 7.5, are you taking it with underdog points? Are you taking that?
Yeah, I got the Titans with the points.
Okay. I'm actually going to take the Titans as well, too, because I think Houston barely squeaks by out of here. They squeak by with a win. They're going to squeak. Over or under 38 points?
I'm going to say under.
I'm actually going to agree with you on this. I'm going to take an under because I have the feeling this could be an Astros. Tennessee does not have a baseball team. I know Tennessee has a hockey team, which is Nashville, and Houston does not have a hockey team. I'll say it probably turns into some minor league baseball game between these two.
Yeah, it could be. I think it'd be like a 17 to like 20 games.
I can agree with you on that. I could see, I might say like a Brown, maybe like, I'll say like maybe 2014. Somewhere around there. I'll go around there. I know it's going to be a very low scoring game. Next one we got is the Chargers versus the New York Smurfs.
Well, it looks like Smart Village is about to get lightning strikes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because the Giants have Gargamel these last 3 games.
Exactly. I got Chargers winning this game hands down.
Oh, yeah. I agree with you on this one. I got the Chargers winning this one, too. This is their first non-divisional opponent, non-conference opponent they play. And I can see this more being a Justin Herbert game going to McConkey, Keenan Allen, and Quentin Johnston here, and the defense literally getting to Jackson Dart. Because I don't know what we're going to get out of Jackson Dart. Because now he's starting a full game. Yeah, I can expect good out of Cam Scattaboo and Malik Neighbors. But out of all this kid is getting thrown to the wolves. Now, it used to be we'd make the joke of being Tommy DeVito making the mama's jokes. Since he's with the Patriots, so far he has not started yet. We haven't had to make those jokes yet.
Well, he's too busy doing family portraits on commercial TV. So.
Well, I seen those. Yeah, for Lowe's.
Yeah. And some other one, like he fills in for backup quarterbacks.
Yeah, that was the portrait. I think the other one was for, to help somebody fix a bug zapper.
That was, oh man, who was that? I know what you're talking about, but it is in the right. I think it was weren't they Geico commercials?
These were all Lowe's commercials. Because I know Dak is like the main spokesman for Lowe's.
Well, DeVito's the one where he
Yeah.
comes in and smiles for that family portrait.
Yeah.
Where the kid, the real son wasn't smiling.
Yeah.
So they said that was his one.
That was DeVito's. I remember that one.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
I can't. I know who it. I forget who it is. If they show that commercial, we'll probably find it. But I know that's the one with DeVito so far because I know my friend Wolf, who's a Patriot fan, he's screaming for DeVito to start because Drake May is not the answer. If you listen to it, he can't stand Drake May. He literally wants Tommy DeVito to start or even Dylan Gabriel.
I'd rather have that damn hot dog vendor start than Tommy DeVito.
That's who he wants so far, but right now we'll wait till we get to the bridge of Panthers Patriots. But in this instance, I'm also going to take the Chargers as well. They have the Chargers 6.5 favorites. You taking those points?
Yeah, Chargers should cover this hands down.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Chargers as well. Over under 43.
I'll go 43. Over 43.
Yeah, I can see it going over too. I could think the Chargers could put those kind of points up, and MetLife is like the evil empire, not like the evil empire. It's good. It's just the evil empire. That's just the whole thing. I always used to say about the Yankee Stadium was the evil empire.
Yeah, big time. A lot of people can't stand them.
Yeah. Next we have is the Washington Redskins and Atlanta Falcons. Yes, I'm saying Washington Redskins because that's what it originally was, and me and Wolf said that. So I'm going to keep that trend going.
I got to pull the upset here. I got to go with the Falcons.
Okay. Believe it or not, they got the Falcons as the favorite for this game.
I don't know if Daniels is playing tomorrow or not.
Let me check.
I know Terry McLaurin ain't playing tomorrow. He's definitely out.
Yeah.
And the Falcons seem to do better at home than they do on the road. So.
Yeah, Jaden is out for this one. It is Marcus Mariota.
Okay, then I got the Falcons because you got no Daniels, no McLaurin. I want to take, I think Bijan Robinson should have a huge big game tomorrow. And I think Pitts and Drake London should do good.
Okay.
So I got Atlanta at home here.
You know what? Because I did have the Skins as my pick when I was with Wolf and on my own. Now that I know that Jaden is out and there's no Terry McLaurin, I'm actually going to change my pick to Atlanta in this one. I'm going to change my pick to Atlanta because Atlanta kind of needs this one after getting embarrassed by the Panthers 30-0. And that was embarrassing. And I did not expect them to get shut out.
I don't think anyone expected that, especially from the Panthers.
No. And at times you don't know what the Carolina Panthers team you're going to get and what Bryce Young you're going to get. Because Bryce Young is so bipolar at times. It's like, okay, week 1 you sucked. Week 2 you made a comeback and you lost. Now this week is like you light it up thinking you're Jake Delhomme and Cam Newton.
Exactly.
That's the thing. I don't know in this one, but Atlanta kind of needs this win to try to keep pace with Tampa. And I could see Bijan Robinson having a good game and Tyler Algier and Drake London and Kyle Pitts gets involved. And I can see the defense getting to Marcus Mariota. So I'm going to change my pick to the Atlanta Falcons. So they have the Falcons as 2.5 favorites.
I'll take Atlanta with the points.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take Atlanta covering with the 2.5 also. Over or under 43 points?
I'm going to say under.
I'm going to go under too in this one because this one is not going to be like the Sunday night matchup last year because on paper, if Jaden was in and if you still had Terry McLaurin, you would have thought it would have been a repeat of what happened on Sunday Night Football, probably going to OT again. But in this instance, I don't see this one being the repeat. So I'm going to take an under in this one. Next we got is the Panthers and the Patriots. Who you got?
Panthers and Patriots. I'm just thinking there's not many guys yet. I'm going to go with the Panthers on this one.
All right.
Coming off that big win against Atlanta at home last week, Carolina still wants to prove that they're not a joke.
Mm-hmm.
Patriots, they're like Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah.
Games that they should win, they lose, and then games that you think they're going to lose,
They win. Yeah. The Dolphins one is one because I thought they would lose to the Dolphins.
Yeah. And they got fumbling issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had fumbling issues last week and everything. So I'm going to go with the Panthers here.
Okay. I'm going to take the Patriots in this one here because I don't know what Bryce Young I'm going to get because he is bipolar at times. Now, am I going to get the one last week that lit it up thinking he was Jake Delhomme and Cam Newton? Or am I going to go back to week one again? That's the thing. I don't know which Bryce Young I'm going to get here. I'll say what me and Wolf said 2 days ago on Thursday, we said was, yeah, Drake May keeps his job for one more day. If he gets really that bad, then it goes to Dylan Gabriel or Tommy Cutlets. So I am going to take the Patriots in this one here. So since you are taking the Panthers, they have the Panthers as 5.5 underdogs.
Panthers with the points.
Okay. I'll take the Patriots with the 5.5 to cover. Over or under 43?
I'm going to say over 43.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to say a under in this one because it's not easy to put up points in Foxborough. So I'm going to take an under in this one here. I'm not saying it's going to be like a Red Sox and actually, Carolina does not have a baseball team. So a Bruins and a Hurricanes game.
Yeah. Bruins, they're playing right now against the Flyers.
Yeah. I think we're still in preseason, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is not a major game yet, thank God. Okay. Trust me, I want to see how the Flyers do with Touche as the coach.
Yeah, but they got their butts kicked I think it was last night or 2 nights ago.
Yeah, I think it was 2 nights ago against the Caps.
Yeah, they lost like 5-1. Right now they're beating the Bruins 3-2.
Yeah, but I just know we're still in preseason. It's not like the regular season because the regular season don't start till October.
And the Phillies are losing right now.
Yeah, because they're losing 2-0 on my phone. Of all the teams, the Twins, that's the one team I cannot stand because I went to that one Phillies Twins game when that time I met Brad Lidge and somebody said, David, keep out the time when he blew that game against the Twins. I said, I'm sorry, that will always set me off because I was at that game when he blew it against the Twins.
And you know who's pitching for the Twins?
Who?
Abel.
Ugh.
And he has 11 strikeouts already.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And the Phillies are only one game behind the Brewers. If the Brewers got swept by the Reds.
Okay.
And the Phillies actually can beat the Twins.
Then you got home field. They got home field throughout the playoffs.
Exactly.
That's what I'm hoping for. Yeah, I'm hoping for that, and I'm praying to God is at least we don't got to meet the Mets.
Yeah, the Met is metting.
As usual. As usual.
But they will. If the Phillies win tonight and the Brewers lose tonight, because that game is on Fox,
okay.
That Reds-Brewers game. But if the Phillies win and the Brewers lose, that means the Phillies and Brewers are tied going into tomorrow's last game.
Okay.
And then, but the Brewers just got to win one regardless.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Well, I'm hoping for us. Yeah, I'm hoping for the Phillies wise. Hey, let's get this because, hey, at least the one good thing in the playoffs is we don't have to play the Mets. And I think the Mets are – because I just saw the recent post on the sports page was the Seinfeld episode where – remember the episode where Jerry dropped his girlfriend toothbrush in the toilet?
Right.
There's a one where Jerry dropped the Mets in the toilet.
Oh, geez.
That's why I said that was funny to me when someone showed me that.
Well, the Reds are still fighting for playoff spot too.
Okay.
With the Mets, it's the Reds, Mets, and Diamondback. They're all fighting for that last playoff
Yeah,
spot.
they're trying to get that last wild card spot.
I don't think anybody wants it since the Reds won, but I don't know who is leading right now.
Let me see. Before we get back, let me check because I know that last wild card spot. Yeah, the Mets still technically have it for the moment. They have it because they have to deal with either the Reds or the Diamondbacks right now. The Reds right now are playing Milwaukee right now. That game I think has just started. It's the top of the first, so it's 0-0 at the moment.
Yeah.
So let's see. I took New England. I think we did. We did make our pick on that one. Next is our 4:00 game. We have the Colts and the Rams.
Good game, Colts and Rams.
Yes, the first tough test for the Colts.
Exactly. I'm gonna go with the Rams here at home.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the Rams here too. Also, Daniel Jones has been playing good football. He's been looking like Indiana Jones, but unfortunately, I think that boulder hits him this time. So I'm actually going to go with the Rams in this one. Kyron Williams has a good game. Puka has a good game. So does Devontae Adams. And I can see Verse getting to Danny Jones in this one. So I'll say this before we go to the point spread. If the Colts lose close to the Rams, anywhere below 10, then there's some potential for the Colts and Daniel Jones. But if they get killed by them, then it's like, okay, was this just a fluke? Because that's what the question's going to come into play about the Colts.
Yeah, I mean, the Colts, they really haven't played anybody.
No, they haven't. And I could go back on those games. Okay, week 1, the Dolphins we know are not a good team. The second game, you got bailed out by the referees. And then last week, we know the Titans is a young team. Then they're not good either.
Yeah, but I know you just play who's on your schedule.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a tough challenge for the Colts. I mean, the Colts are doing good. Jonathan Taylor's running wild.
Oh, yeah, he's been running wild. Yeah, Jonathan Taylor's been doing good. Pittman's been doing
Daniel
good.
Jones.
Yeah, so is Downs and Danny Jones, yeah.
Look at that. Barkley and Jones leaves New York and McKinney.
Mm-hmm.
And everywhere they've gone, they have made their
Barks.
careers much better.
Yeah, they have. So far, Barkley out of it got a ring. Xavier McKinney's been doing good. Daniel Jones right now, hey, he's proven it's more than a giant. Now, even though we don't know yet, because I know Wolf wants Tommy DeVito, and that's why he wants to see, hey, let's see how DeVito does.
I've seen enough of DeVito. His mom can make him all the chocolate chip cookies she wants. He's not an NFL quarterback.
Okay.
I'm sorry. He's and there's backups that shouldn't be NFL quarterbacks, but NFL they just need bodies basically.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's the thing. I know DeVito's a third stringer, but that's why the thing is why Wolf wants DeVito in is because Drake May is not that good, and that's when he said Drake May sees one more day before it gets to either Dylan Gabriel or Tommy DeVito. So
right.
I'll take the Rams. I said I'm taking the Rams. They got the Rams as 3.5 favorites. You're taking those points.
Rams is 3-point favorites. Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I'm going to take the Rams with 3 points.
Okay. I'll take the Rams with a 3.5. Also over or under 49.
I'm gonna go over.
Yeah, I'm gonna take an over too because Indy has been putting up points, and the Rams always do put up points regardless. But like I said, this right here is going to be a make or break game for the Colts. And like I said, know that people don't like moral victories. Yeah, I don't like moral victories either. But hey, if the Colts can hang with the Rams, even though they lost, but it's a moral victory, they could hang. But if they get killed, then it's going like, okay, now we got to look, was this really a fluke? But we'll wait and see what happens tomorrow. Next one we have is the Jacksonville Jaguars and the San Francisco 49ers.
Jacksonville Jaguars and the 49ers. I know Brock Purdy's coming back.
Yes.
They said.
Yep.
I'm going to go with San Francisco here.
Before when I did this, I had Jacksonville because I thought it was still Mac Jones at that point. Then after when I heard that Purdy was back, I said, you know what? I don't see Jacksonville pulling off this upset. And as much as I praised Tony Khan this whole month. Yes, even though he did make me look like an ass twice with the women's tag titles and with Chris Statlander's turn. And I said, if Tony Khan, if you are listening to this podcast, I hope if you start the tournament, I hope you do the tournament beginning at Wrestle Dream and have the finals at Full Gear where me and Ricky Storm are going to be there live and in person. And my choices for women tag teams I'm hoping for is Anna Jay and Ty. That's my first. Another I would not mind is either the Triangle of Madness, Julia and Sky, or my final one would be.
Who's your third one?
I'm trying to think who my third one would be because I do want Harley and Anna, but I don't think they're going to do Harley and Anna anytime soon until they get done with Chris and Harley. Much as I would love to see Chris have another belt, but in this instance, I don't think Chris needs a tag belt just yet. Let's see how she does with her women's title run first. So I got to see who my third would be. Because I said I gave my two. My third, I would say Athena and Billy. Billy Starks.
Oh.
That would be my third one. But I know the other one I don't want is Penelope and Megan. Nothing. I love Penelope Ford, and I've met Penelope Ford twice. She's very nice in person. Megan Bain is just, I have nothing against her. I just see Megan Bain as a female Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, but she's got good talent.
Yeah, she does have good talent. I'm not hating on that. It's just what I'm afraid of. She could be like a female Brock Lesnar. And and the reason I say that is because, okay, when I was at Dynasty, which took on Tony, I was almost scared shitless she was going to cost me my meet and greet with Tony.
Why do you say that?
Because I didn't know what I was getting with this woman at the time, but now I see what I am. She is safe. It's just Megan Bain just reminds me just of a female version of Brock Lesnar. That's just it. That's just what I see. Now, okay, maybe a meet and greet, she's a nice person. I don't know that yet, and I haven't met her yet.
How come they don't tell you guys firsthand before you beat them? How come they just surprise you?
I don't know. From what it used to be, AEW used to be like, okay, this is who it's going to be. And the last one I remember I went to when they said, okay, this is who it's going to be was the time when I met Tony Storm before it was Timeless, Danhausen, and The Acclaimed.
Hey, they might get back together.
Oh, yeah, that depends what happens tonight. They both don't try to kill each other first. Because it's literally, I know what Tony Khan's looking at it is, okay, the whole best wrestler alive thing, even though, yeah, Caster hadn't won a singles match, the thing was, I don't think anybody expected it to get over with that chant.
Right.
I didn't expect that to get over. And Bowens as a single wasn't that good, and they wanted Bowens to turn heel, and then it was, okay, you're going to turn Bowens heel, and you're going to make Caster the face.
Exactly.
And even though people think, okay, there's a time with me and Caster, both of us look alike, and I'll say this. Sorry, I got the better mustache than Max Caster.
Yes.
I do. At least I take care of mine. He doesn't.
Wow. That's his gimmick.
No, that's his gimmick. I'm not going to get anything against a guy with a mustache. Okay, Dom has a mustache. That's Dirty Dom. That's different. He's dirty.
Yeah,
that makes sense with him. I'm not going to hate on Dom's. Yeah, but there's a difference between me and Caster. That's why I said Caster and I said I didn't say that to Caster's face, but I said, hey, I think I got the better mustache than Max Caster.
Exactly. Well, you probably do.
Well, I do because I actually groom mine. I take care of mine. I trim it.
Right.
That's the thing. I don't know what Caster does during his off time. I don't know what his grooming habits are.
I don't know either.
Yeah, that's between what he does on his own spare time. But that's just the thing. Yes, I like Max Caster, and no, there's no beef between me and him. So don't try to start something between me and Caster, folks. Me and him are cool. So
cool, brother.
yeah, we're all cool. So I picked my three. Who would you have for your three? In case, let me ask you, who would you have for your three?
My three.
Yeah, let's say the tournament starts at Wrestle Dream. The tournament does.
That's Britt Baker.
Okay, so you think who would Britt team with?
I would have her team with Statlander.
Oh, okay. So you say Britt and Chris. That's not a bad team. There's one.
Exactly.
Okay.
And I like that one tag team of Tony Storm and that girl from Ring of Honor.
You mean Shakira?
No, the other one that was feuding with the girl. Feuding with what's her name? She has an English accent.
You sure you're not talking about Mina? Because that's who she was teaming with.
No, not Mina. I know.
I got it. Alex Windsor.
Yeah, her. That one.
Okay.
They seem pretty good.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that one. And now you talk about Alex Windsor.
But yeah, I would put them or Jamie Hayter and Jamie Hayter and no, trying to think off the top of my head.
I got you. Because when you said Britt, I was thinking in my head you were going to go Britt and Jamie.
Nah, I know they hate each other.
Yeah.
Nah, she's not with them no more.
You were thinking Soraya first?
At first, yeah.
When you said that, that's when she's not there anymore. I was thinking you were thinking Soraya.
I guess, like, trying to think here.
Okay.
Jamie Hayter and man, this one I have to probably get back to.
Okay. Well, let's see who's on the roster. We could go. Okay. We can eliminate the ones we know we can't do. Ty J's out.
Well, I like Jamie Hayter and Donna Pierre.
Oh, Deanna Peraza.
Yeah.
Okay, that wouldn't be a bad tag team. That would be a good one. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that one. Like I said, those would be three I wouldn't mind having to win it. Like I said, for me, because I still have my bet with my friend, which was the 2024 bet, which was almost come November when the week during Full Gear when I got to the big argument with the whole Anna Jay thing, which was literally he trashed her so badly. And I said, okay, I'll make you this bet. End of 2025, Anna doesn't win a belt. Whatever meet and greet, you could pay for it. And the meet and greet that I have to do is Thunder Rosa because I don't think I told you this. I literally had to give up my hatred for Thunder Rosa for the Cowboys to beat the Smurfs in overtime because I was that desperate.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I had to do that. And that's when he said, oh, that's the meet and greet I'll make if Anna doesn't win a belt by the end of this year. I was like, great. So, of course, when I had to give my hatred up, that's who you pick, was Thunder Rosa. Mine was if Anna won a title, he would meet Anna Jay, regardless of the state we were in, if he decides to go to Vegas with me. I don't know if he is going to go to Vegas with me. If we do WrestleCon, he was going to meet Anna Jay, and he was going to say one nice thing to her. That was that. Huh?
I said, yeah, you sure like Anna Jay a lot.
I don't hide that fact. There's a difference. I don't hide it. She is broken up with Perry.
Yeah.
They are. Well, because I made my joke, and somebody made the joke on Jack Perry. Said, wow, the breakup did that bad for him. He went back to Tarzan Boy.
Yeah, they're back too.
Yeah, that's when I said, no, that's when someone made a joke to me. And I said, I found that funny on so many levels. I was about to say, so Jack Perry went back to Jungle Boy because he couldn't overcome his breakup with Anna and he went nuts.
So he went back to the Lizard.
Yep.
That was a weird story. Came back with what's their names, and then all of a sudden he's back to doing this now.
Yeah, 'cause that's why I said I found that weird. I knew he was going against the Bucks. I knew it was when they brought Luchasaurus back, they didn't show you who was the one that injected him. And then they show you it was Jack Perry was the one who injected him. And then I said, here's the funny thing out of all, as I say, is here's the thing. The country where he killed that song, he said, we'll never hear that song again, is the same country he brings it back.
Exactly.
That's when I laughed my ass off. I was like, the country where he killed Jungle Boy to go to Scapegoat is now the same country he brings back Jungle Boy. Yeah, nothing against Jack and nothing against Jack Perry, people. I'd make a lot of jokes on Jack Perry. Jack and I are cool. I have one of his shirts, and that's it. I just say that I used to have my hatred for him because he used to date Anna Jay, and that was the whole point. It's a mutual breakup. Still like him. Nothing against Jack. But moving on to serious business. They have the Niners as 3.5 favorites. You taking those points?
Yeah, the Jaguars will cover.
Okay, you say the Jags will cover? Okay. I take the Niners covering that 3.5. Over or under 46.
I'm going to go over 46.
Yeah, I'll take an over too. I could see Purdy having a good game. Same with Christian McCaffrey. Same with Ricky Pearsall. And also, I can see Frank Warner getting to Trevor Lawrence. And this is still be Kittle still convalescing. And people think, before we move on to our next game, that Wolf and our conspiracy theory of Kittle going to Raw is that he's trying to get with Bailey, trying to get in a Hugger Bailey's pants. Everybody thinks that's a conspiracy theory. I said, for those out there, look at everything there. He literally is so into her. He does not try to hide it. And let's ask these questions. WrestleMania 40, why was he there?
Why was he there?
Yeah. When it was in Philadelphia. And it wasn't just to get his 5 minutes of fame. Yeah, even though we did boo him out the building. We did boo him.
Yeah.
But we all know why. He was trying to get into Bailey's pants.
Oh, it would.
Now, I'm not saying who wouldn't. Who wouldn't want to get in her pants? Bailey's hot. I would try it too. I just said right now, even though she's doing the split personality gimmick, which one would you try to get into? Hugger Bailey or role model Bailey?
Both.
Both, yeah. I think, yeah, he's got a better chance getting into Hugger Bailey's pants. He's going to have a lot tougher getting into role model Bailey's pants. So, next game we got is the Ravens and the Chiefs. Who you got?
Ravens and Chiefs.
Mhm.
I got the Chiefs with this one.
Ooh, so you got the Chiefs in an upset here.
Well, no, I got the Ravens. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they got too much offense and coming off the loss.
Yeah.
They need to bounce back slow. So, and the Chiefs just don't have the offense right now.
No, they don't. And I'm going to take the Ravens as well, too. The Chiefs literally have nothing here. There's no offense. There's no receivers. You really can't do as much here. And we've made our jokes on we said with the Chiefs, which is make a move to either get either Tyreek Hill and Devin Akane. The one we just brought up with Marvin Harrison Jr., we brought that up. So see what you can do to try to make a move here down the road before the deadline. See what you can get to try to save your season here. Because right now, yeah, you did beat the Smurfs, but right now you're even in a tougher hole because the Ravens are coming off of an embarrassing loss to Detroit. Yeah, even though they did try to make a comeback and try to make a fight, but that score was indicative of how Lamar literally got sacked to hell by the Lions defense. So I'm going to take the Ravens with Lamar having a good game, using his legs, going to Mark Andrews, Zay Flowers, and Derrick Henry, and that defense getting to Mahomes. So I'm going to take the Ravens in this one. We have the Ravens as 2.5 favorites. Are you taking those points?
Yeah, I'm taking the Ravens with the points.
Okay. I'll take the Ravens with the points too. Over or under 48?
I'm going to go over.
Okay. I'll take an over too. Before we go to our next game, let's say this. We've been 3 weeks. Taylor Swift's free.
Keep it up. Don't show her.
Please. And so far, I haven't had to make the Baywatch knock yet. If, God forbid, they do. Tom Fuller, we got Baywatch. And speaking of Baywatch, you might like this, Joe. Fox has ordered a reboot on Baywatch for next year.
Oh, I'm down for that.
So I wanted to let you know that, because I know when we were going to do this, I know we haven't made the Baywatch crack as much, but I forgot to bring this up when I was reading. Baywatch is going to be back on Fox come next year in a reboot.
I'm there, brother.
Yeah, same here. I'm just wondering who they'll do it with. I don't know if they'll get Hasselhoff back to play Mitch, because you can't get
Probably
Jeremy.
not.
Yeah, you can't get Jeremy Jackson because he does not look that good. If you've seen what he looks like these days.
Nah, drugs would do that.
Yeah, same with Yasmin Belief.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I'd say they probably could do is you could get Billy Warhol back to probably do it. You could get probably maybe Erica Elenia, because she doesn't look that bad these days.
No.
Regardless, okay, yeah, she has a tattoo on her arm. I have nothing against a woman with a tattoo. So I would say that. And I've also made this little thing I said is, God forbid whoever guest stars on there wrestling-wise, women-wise, AEW or WWE, current AEW women, I'll say, well, I know how we would say we'll do that in a year one before I go to full year. Everyone who would look good in the Baywatch bathing suit. But now we'll start with AEW. If they did it, the Family Feud question, which would be, we asked 100 wrestling fans which AEW current diva would look good in the red bathing suit. And Anna Jay, number one answer. That would be my first one. Anna, Harley, Chris, Jamie, Willow. I would say Britt, Thekla, Sky. Nothing against Julia Hart. I do like her, but I think she's, even when you meet her in real life, she is way small when you meet her in real life.
Yeah, that's a good list. I mean, we talked about it before a podcast.
Yeah. Now I know it's coming back. I know that AEW would take it more advantage of than WWE would.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I'd say
WWE would win big time.
Yeah, but I know WWE didn't take advantage of that time. Remember the 1995 Royal Rumble when they had Pamela Anderson there?
Yeah.
They did not take advantage of it. Like WCW took full advantage of it. And it's sad to say when I even watched that WCW episode of that Baywatch episode, it does get me a little upset because we no longer have Hulk with us. We no longer have Vader. We no longer have Kevin Sullivan. And the only one left out of that is Ric Flair and Sting.
Yeah, ain't that like sad?
That is, and that's why I said it's hard for me to watch that episode because yeah, I do have Prime. Yes, Tom Fooleries has it with the Samsung TV, but if that episode ever comes on, it's hard to watch now. Because you look right now and you go like, it's a tragedy now. We no longer have Hulk with us. We no longer have Mach with us. We no longer have Vader with us, and we no longer have Kevin Sullivan with us. And the only two left out of that is Ric Flair and Sting.
I know.
Yeah, God rest their souls. But like I said, if AEW were to take advantage of it, those would be the women I would take. If WWE were deciding to do it, I would pick out of currently would be Alexa Bliss, Charlotte, Tiffy. Let me see who else I would say. Nia Jax wouldn't be bad. Jade, Chelsea Green. Yeah, that's about it I can think of right now for WWE. If you got yours, current ones right now.
Well, Fallon Haley, Charlotte.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Fallon. I forgot all about Fallon. Yeah, there we go.
Stephanie Valker.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Stephanie. Dang.
Yeah, Julia.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking of another one. Rhea Ripley too.
Ripley,
Yep.
Tiana James.
Yep.
Nikki James.
Yep.
Trish Stratus.
Yep.
Lita.
Mm-hmm.
Today's few, Bailey.
Yeah, both Bailey would look good in it, regardless. Hugger or even role model Bailey. I would say Lyra too.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of any other women I can think of. Bianca, when she comes back from her injury, whenever.
Velvet Sky,
Mhm.
Francie.
Yep. Well, Tori did Baywatch, but she never was in the actual swimsuit. That's how we actually found out about Tori Wilson, was Baywatch. That's what I'll give Baywatch for. It gave us a very, very young Tori Wilson.
Exactly.
Yeah, I liked the original Baywatch. I was not a fan of Baywatch Hawaii. That was just it.
Bad.
Go ahead.
Lillian Garcia.
Oh, yeah, Lillian will look good. Yeah, that's to name a few. Like I said, once Baywatch does get back on the air for Fox, when they do the reboot, whomever it is, if they need women from AEW, I've named mine. WWE just named ours. So we'll wait and see how they do the reboot pretty soon. Next game we got is the Bears and the Raiders. Who you got?
Bears and Raiders. I got the Bears here.
Okay.
I think their defense is going to show up, and Caleb Williams will have another big game.
Okay.
Same with DJ Moore and what's his name?
Romeo Dunze.
Yeah.
Romeo Dunze. Yeah, the Dunze did torch us, and so did DJ Moore. Not as much. It was more that other receiver Bernard who torched us. That was the one that got us pretty bad in that game. So yeah, you're gonna take Chicago. I'm gonna take the Raiders here, and because they have the Raiders as the favorite here. It is in Vegas. They do a little bit better at home, and I can see Max Crosby getting to Caleb Williams because we're gonna see. Okay, was this just the Cowboys defense, which we know is not that good? So let's see how this is. So I'm gonna take the Raiders in this one. Since you are taking the Bears, they have the Bears as 1.5 underdogs.
Taking the Bears.
Okay. I'll take the Raiders covering at 1.5 over or under 47.
I'm gonna go over.
Okay, I'll take the over in that one. Yeah, I'll take over in that one too. I'll take that. Yeah, I think it'll go a little bit over. The Sunday night game, we have the Packers and the Cowboys. Who you got?
Packers and Cowboys. I got Green Bay here.
I don't blame you because right now what I said what Wolf is, and this will tell you how mad I am with the Cowboys with this season. This is one of those instances I wish that Tony Khan, for one night only, brought Battle of the Belts back. Just for one night only, even though I did hate that. But I will give Tony Khan for Battle of the Belts. The final one he did right was letting Anna Jay go over on Mariah May. That is the only one that I will give him credit for. But in this instance, I wouldn't mind for one night only Battle of the Belts to get back because Dallas is going to lose this game, and I am not sitting here in denial about this. So I'm going to take the Packers here because the Packers are literally a game they should not have lost against Cleveland. They're coming in pissed off, and Mike is literally going to tee off on Dak Prescott. So I'm going to take the Packers here. So they have the Packers as 6.5 favorites. Are you taking those points?
Yeah. Green Bay will cover.
Yeah, I'm going to take Green Bay covering with the 6-2. Over or under 46 points?
I'm going to go over.
I'm taking an over too. I think Dallas cannot. That does not match Green Bay. Dallas has a lot of injuries. No Lamb. Defense. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're getting Deron Bland back, but I don't even think that's going to help the situation here. So I'm going to take Green Bay here with the win here, and I'm taking over. Next, we have our 2 Monday night games. Jets, Dolphins. Who you got?
Jets, Dolphins. Oh, geez.
I think this is the answer where we watch Monday Night Raw.
Give me the Dolphins in this game.
Okay.
I think the Dolphins, they played pretty good against the Bills. They could have won that game.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with Miami here.
Okay. I'm going to go the Dolphins as well, too. I say that McDaniels is safe for one more week. Same with Tyreek Hill. He's safe for one more week before he gets traded. Possibly maybe Devin Akane, too. So I'm going to take the Dolphins here with games by Akane, Hill, and Waddle. And the defense getting to either Justin Fields or Tyrod Taylor. Let me see who is starting for the Jets. Is it Tyrod Taylor or Justin Fields? I know Fields was still in because concussion protocol. So let me see. So it is going to be Justin Fields.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm still going to take the Dolphins in this one. They have the Dolphins as 2.5 favorites. Are you taking those points?
Yeah.
I'll take the Dolphins with the 2.5 also. Over or under 44 points?
I'm going to go over.
Yeah, I'll take an over in this one too because Miami does put up the points at home. And I think this will be the stay of execution for McDaniels and Tyreek Hill and McCain. So this is going to be the stay of execution game. Our final one is the Bengals and the Broncos. Who you got?
The final one, the Broncos and what was the other team? I'm sorry.
Yeah, we got two bad Monday night games here. That's why I said I think Raw might actually win this time.
And I hate that because I work Mondays. It's like, why are you putting doubleheaders on Mondays now? All of a sudden, it used to be week one, it was a doubleheader.
Yeah, that's what it was back then. It was just week one. You had it just for opening night, and then after that, it was back to one Monday night football game. I hate it.
I gotta go with. I like Cincinnati, but I gotta go with Denver here. Cincy without Burrow is a whole different team.
Yeah, it's a shell of itself because if Burrow was here, I probably would have took the Bengals in this one, but I got to go with the Broncos too because at least the Broncos got a defense here, and that offense for Cincinnati is not going to be good here. So I think Denver pulls this off with Bo Nix and going to Cortland Sutton, and I can see that defense getting to Chase Browning. So I'm going to take
and don't forget Dobbins. He's been having a good year this year.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Dobbins has been having a good year. He has. I forgot about him. Yes, I'll take the Broncos in this one. They have the Broncos at 7.5 favorites. You taking those points?
I have to say, yeah, because last week's play with the way Cincy looked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got to take Broncos covering the 7.
Yeah, I could see the Broncos covering at 7.5. Over or under 43 points?
I'm going to go over.
Yeah, I'm going to take an over 2 in this one. I could see the Broncos put up some points here, and I can see Cincinnati try to make this somewhat of a game. So I'm going to take over in this one. So before we end, Joe, what games should we look forward to for tomorrow?
I'm looking forward to the Eagles-Buccaneers game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to the Colts and Rams.
Mm-hmm.
Looking forward to Ravens and Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
Even I think that's the only profile games I'm looking forward to.
Okay. For me, what I'm looking forward to besides is Eagles and Bucks because it's the battle of the unbeatens here. So we'll have another unbeaten here. Let me see what else. I'll say the Chargers and the Smurfs because I want to see how Jackson Dart does in his first game, even though I still think the Chargers are going to win that game. Rams, Colts. This will be the test for the Colts here. Chiefs, Ravens, and before I want to get my last Travis Kelce cracking because I couldn't get one in last week because they did win.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't get.
They'll get married on the 50-yard line. Travis and Taylor Swifty.
No, I think I'm still saying we still have to have the bachelor party eventually when Jason has it. And I said, if Jason, wherever you have the bachelor party, if it's in Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, here's the strip club you should go to. Cheerleaders, Club Risque, and Show and Tell. If you decide to go to Jersey, there's one in Collingswood, and then there's another one in Jersey right by Paul's Run Thoroughfare. I just cannot remember the name of that strip joint.
Hey, they just built a house right on the corner on Colchester Highway.
Yeah.
That you can see. It's a real nice house.
Yeah.
And it has 5 garages.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if Kelce and Swifty are going to move there.
Oh, God. Well, Travis might retire next year. We don't know if Travis is going to retire.
I think he will next year.
I think he will retire next year. Yeah, like I said, I want to get my last cracks in before he does retire. And if he does, that's why I said I made my jokes of where the bachelor party is going to be. If the bachelor party is in Philadelphia, that's why I said Jason take Travis to either Show and Tell, Club Risque, or Cheerleaders for the bachelor party.
Yeah, and because also he has Hollywood now, and he has his podcast with Jason.
Yeah.
So, and if he retires, people are going to be signing him to be on their to do their NFL analysis shows.
Yeah, he would be podcasting. He probably would be either going to Fox or CBS, or he would go with his brother into ESPN.
Right.
Yeah, because right now Jason's been doing a good job. I have nothing against Jason. He's doing a good job on ESPN.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, Jason's doing good. He's got it going on. Like I said, I just made my joke on, which I want to say, PSA, I do not condone cheating. It's just a joke we make on Travis Kelce and Taylor. That's just it. It's just our little joke. We just don't want to see Taylor on football. So far, we've been 3 weeks safe because Sunday night they were like, oh, there's Taylor. No, never mind. That's just some fan. Like, damn right, that's some fan. I said, I don't want to have to go through this. Come on, man. We've been 2 weeks free of this.
Nah, I mean, they'll show her eventually.
I said eventually they might. Yeah, eventually. I'm not saying we're not, but I'm just saying let's just keep it going. Because the bad thing is it's on CBS, and now we got to hear Romo probably salivate if she's there.
Pretty much.
I'm hoping. Yeah.
You'll see her probably 2 or 3 times tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm just hoping not. I'm hoping we can get 3 weeks safe here. But if the streak ends, it's like, oh, great, streak ended. Now we got to hear Romo salivate all over her. And then the next thing is, like we said, the time we made fun of the time when I said John Madden was still alive seeing this, he'd be rolling in his grave.
Pretty much. They'd be like, oh, make a little play. Look at her. She picks up her drink. She drinks it like she's normal. She puts her drink down. Oh, what a play.
Yeah. It'd be like, okay, here you go, Pat. Yeah. It'd be like, okay, here you go, Pat, right here. Okay, we'll go. Here it is right here. Boom, there's Taylor. Boom, there goes the top. Boom, there's the breast.
Exactly.
There's the nip slip.
Oh, hey now.
No, that'd be funny if that was still Madden still there, if he was still alive. I just go from the Family Guy one where they made fun. Oh, this was worse than the time when John Madden did his video. Said, boom, there's your groom. Boom, there's your bride. Now, I'm not saying about this guy over here. Now they're saying that she's a trick. She slept with this guy, and this guy. If you want to go to a wedding that was good, Brett Favre's. Here's the wedding you want to go to.
Yeah, Brett Favre. You know, the guy that, I think he's actually in trouble with the ball, if I'm mistaken, because of that fraud.
Yeah, he was, because he got McAfee involved at the time, and McAfee got mad at him.
Right.
So I think, I don't know what's going on with Brett Favre's legal situations. Let me check. Brett Favre news. Let's see. No, he doesn't. Nothing there. So he hasn't had any other legal issues so far yet. I know last year he did, but this year he's been safe.
Oh, okay, yeah. I know with the fraud thing.
That was that one. I just wanted to say. I just wanted to get my crack in on Travis Kelce. For people out there saying I condone cheating, no, I do not condone cheating. It's just a joke that I make on Travis Kelce. Not everything is serious on here, folks. We do comedy.
Yes.
And if that's
two good college games right now. On.
Okay, I'm about to watch that pretty soon. So, that's about just the games I'm looking forward to. So before we end and call tonight, it's just been enough time to talk. It's time for kickoff. I'm Dave Walker with Joe Law. We'll see you on the field, everybody. Good night.
Okay, good sports. Yep. All right, Walker. Have a good one, brother.
You too, man.
All right, I'll hit you up tomorrow.
All right.
For football.
Yeah, I'll hit you up tomorrow too, man. I'll see you.
All right. Take care. Be
safe.
I
will.
Later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, there we go. Stop. Well, you remember Stacey Keenan from Step by Step. I'll deal with that last.